Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we're playing a deck that I have never seen before. It's an interesting mix of like a mono white aggro swarm mixed with a penchant of counterspells and flying. That sounds interesting to you, then stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, now taking applications for minion positions right here in the secret underground headquarters, Dr. Yukon Suckett. Yes, thank you. Film before a live studio audience. Thank you so much, Yukon Suckett. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, now accepting applications. And I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on Magic GG off their Platinum Mythic list. This one does not have a name. I just kept playing it until I figured out kind of what it did. I ended up naming it Aggro Swarm. I don't know, whose deck this is. They obscure that information. But apparently it won at least 6 games in a row at the Mythic Platinum level. So I saw this today and I said, you know what? I've never seen a deck like this. I'm going to try it out, see how well it works. First couple games I played, works pretty well. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the cards in this deck. We're going to talk a little bit how this deck should work. And then we'll go out and we'll crush some hopes and dreams. What do we got here? We got Creature Planeswalker or Enchantment Kill. Nice little utility there. A guy that gets bigger with every non-land permanent you control. So it's not just dudes, like more creatures. It's non-land permanents, artifacts, enchantments, battles potentially, right? A little bit of control here because it gives a dude indestructible or able to destroy something with the toughness of 4 or greater. A little counter spell action. This guy throws out 2/2 Vigilant Knigets. And then if you can crack open a 6-score battle, you get a pretty decent Planeswalker out of the mix. Puts out dudes or draw your cards and immediately becomes a Glorious Anthem. This one puts out more dudes every time you attack and then gets stronger for every dude you got on the battlefield. This one puts out 2 dudes. As you can see, we're swarming like crazy here. And then when you crack it open, non-creature spells you have CONVOKE. So this really should probably be a AZORIUS CONVOKE deck or something, right? Anyways, and at the beginning of your end step, untap 4 target creatures. This dude jumps out and quick ninjas somebody right to the throat. You gain 2 life. You can pop out samurais and make them stronger and have first strike till the end of turn. This guy, for every dude that helps convoke it, he gets a flying counter. And at the end of the turn, this thing will turn him back to being untapped again. That's a nice little combo. And this one also untaps your dudes at the end of the turn, but also gives them popo counters, as well as putting out a 2/2 knight. So we're big on knights in this deck. We have the ability to pass out flying. We got a little bit of control going on. Lots of guys. Nothing super interesting in the land there, so I'll just skip talking about that. So what are we going to do? We're going to control the board with Get Lost, Valorous Stance, Bring the Ending. We're going to put out lots of dudes using the invasions. Who else? The Virtue of Loyalty, Regal Bunnicorn, Wedding Announcement, Adeline. Dude. Get a bunch of them into flying, and then come in and kill them. So that's it. We got a relatively cheap deck, nice little curve with growth potential, which is always fantastic. All right, so if that sounds good to you, let's go out and do some damage. But before we do, let's do as we do every night. Let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Hands together. Dear Black King Toxrill, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentations of the women. All right, we're playing against PlaneswalkerDroidburg. Keep. Punch a rock in the nose, make Scorpion go fast. As one does. Alright, we got Counterspell, Wedding Announcement, Invasion. destroy stuff with big butts. This guy doesn't have any instants. That's good. Alright, we got 4. I want to try to sneak some guys out while we got the opportunity here. Let's do the invasion. Single attack gets us another guy. That Bunnicorn's starting to look good. He would have been chewed up alive, though, right now. See, 4 is all I really need, so we'll put the slow one out there. We'll put out the Bunnicorn. Or not. We could just go for some attacks first, see what happens. Alright, we lost our ability to get another guy out, but that's fine. Alright, let's Bunnicorn this. And we can just get rid of what? Indestructible. It means I can keep something alive. That's good. You're the 4. Everybody pump! Ooh, the question is, do I want to waste people's turns by giving them flying? He's indestructible. We did everything, and he sucked it. And we win! In your face, PlaneswalkerDroidburg! In your face! Alright, we were playing against Mosqueteiro. Four mana, keep. This is a weird place. I guess got to keep it alive. I should kind of wait, is what I'm thinking there. 2! No, we're good. That guy's a little bit on the too low side. I can't do anything about him. Let's see if Adeline's big butt can keep him away. I mean, Valorous Stance is our friend. We need 2 mana for that. All right, and we'll put out a second blue because that's what one does. Let's swing in for the attack because she's got vigilance. I could kill it right now, can't I? And it's dead. In your face, Duffy Moon. No protection, though, but that's fine. Regal Bunnicorn, as long as he's not taken out, is a fine, fine guy standing there chewing on his weed. Transformers. We got a whole nother one, huh? The blocks. There's a chumper. If I ever saw a chumper chump before. And we'll get this guy out. Now we got some flying. It'll help out a lot. No attacks. Alright, we got a goodly amount of guys. I don't necessarily want them to die, though. That's the problem. My guys want their sweet, sweet people out. Yeah, Pumpkinhead can help you out that. Alright, he's got unblockable on like almost everything up there. Or not unblockable, but what's the word I'm looking for? Vigilance. There we go. So let's just, what are we going to do? Send in what we got, I guess. And this guy's not going to help because of all that vigilance. So we're just going to go ahead and put another dumb butt out. I could have done that as a surprise, I suspect. Ooh, that's cool. But except I can't use it right now. Alright, we got 4 blockers at the moment, which is awesome. I just have to get one guy through. As long as we can survive this turn, keep one of my flyers alive, we're good. Bunnicorn could finish it off. And we win! Good job, guys. Good job. Alright, we're playing against Bloom of Magic. 3. I haven't seen this card yet. Get that guy out. Nice. 4, I suspect. 2. That's going to be slow, though. I want to be able to come in on turn 3 with something. I gotta wait. Oh, I guess I don't have to wait. Yeah, I can just go ahead and put it out. Let's hold this one to the side. You trying to mono white me, my friend? You can come in for 3. Do as you will. Alright, Adeline's got a big butt. So the question is whether I put out slow mana this time and then do nothing with it, or if I just put this one out, get this guy out, and then can't do anything for 5 because of it. It seems like we're going to have, like we're behind the losing curve right here. He's going to pop that guy out right there. We can't afford to lose Adeline at this point. We don't have any removal. We used it on his stupid enchantment. I can't afford it, can I? Let's do it this way. 1, 2. Alright, all in. Should we try to crack this open, really? It's going to take us a long time. Let's just go for the throat. Alright, we got 2 blockers. That's good. 2 chumps to chump chumps with. Where'd you get that black from? Well, you're not putting out Gix up there, I'll tell you that. Okay, so if I want to do this properly, I have to let the 5 through. So that way I can kill it on the next turn. I guess I can't. That sucks. Alright, put this out. Shoot him in the... Oh, did that do anything? Oh. Well, that's just ridiculous. Hey, look, that guy's got flying. Great. Alright, well, I got 1 blocker. Well, that's the end of it. I can't block. And game over. Good job, Phyrexians. Alright, we're playing against Schivosa. Keep. You know, somebody made this, and they're really proud of that action right there. Alright, so 2's counterspell. 2. Alright, that's good. What's this guy going to play? A little Rakdos action? Should I? That's all of his hopes and dreams are just destroyed right there. Alright, well, I can't do anything now other than let you put somebody out and then try to attack me in the like a Wandering Emperor. Ooh, that'll be quite an interesting thing because you're going to try to pump them up. So you're playing Rakdos Heroic. That's what we refer to that as. Alright, no attacks in turn. I got 2 guys I can block. We got 2 of them now. That's not good. Let's eat him up. All right, man, number 5. And let's put it on, yeah, Trampler. I didn't realize those guys were Tramplers. Ooh, we could do that too, couldn't we? And we win! In your face, Duffy Moon! In your face! Alright, we're playing against Geistigel. Geistigel. Geistigel, that sounds right. Two or fewer. I don't need anything, so this can come out in turn 3. Slow. Alright, we'll play these guys first. Shoot him in the face for that one. Alright, Cubert, I guess you give me the side eye. There's your Energon cubes. Don't say I never gave you anything. Alright, I'll do this for the potential for a counterspell. Let's put that over there in counterspell area. Alright, and nothing to do, so let's go ahead and put the slow guy out in turn. I'll put this out. I can use Wandering Emperor on the next turn. If I care enough. This guy looks like he's probably going to play Creature Steal, so he can sacrifice guys. This could be a mistake. Can he just shoot it? Is that what he's going to do? I just thought I didn't need to waste an extra loyalty point by going for the exile. Or is he just roping now? Nope, looks like he might have just been shocked completely. What does this guy do for me? Draw 2 cards. Get an emblem. Knights you control +1 ward. Yeah, that's just rude. Sacrificing your own forgelings like that, that is rude. Go for it. I know we're wasting a lot of guys here, but or a lot of time. We're going to get this guy out of the deal. What's third ability say? Yes, we're going after. You're going to hate it. Shoot one of my guys now, you'll save yourself. Still going to happen, though. And we're done. I guess I could have just moved 1 card. I still got, oh, I got 1 mana left. Oh, 2. I got 2 mana left. That's good. I got the Valorous Stance helping me out. In. Creating a map token. He knows the way. Alright, got him down to 12. You're just gonna shoot a guy, huh? I guess I could have kept it alive. All right, you got one card and a whole bunch of mana. You could discard it. I only got one card to discard at this point. All right, we got 3 left this time. All in. Another map token. Cool. Remind me to waste this on his turn instead of my turn. All right, all I have the ability to do is protect the guy. And we win! He was a little slow. I didn't feel the victory coming, but it was there. Victory! All right, so we are with Aggro Swarm. You know what? I ended up really liking this deck a lot. I did. You know, the weird part was it had counter spells in it. It had 4 of them, and I relished every moment of it. I feel so incredibly dirty. God, let's look at that stupid thing. Counter that spell instead of control that streamer. We're not even playing with poison counters. I don't know why that's in there. Do we have any poison? I don't think so. So it's just a weird card to have in there. Still, I enjoyed having the ability to force people to counter and pay for it. Dang it. Maybe if I was to redo this deck, I would take this card out, put something else in. But I tell you, that level of control just felt so good. Oh, it's a bad drug, counter spells are. All right, so saying that, though, what I really enjoyed, I enjoyed the CONVOKE. I almost thought this deck should be called, like, Aggro CONVOKE, but there's only 2 of them in here, so what's really the point? The other thing that's cool is Invasion of, like, what is it? The Sea Tyrant there allows you to untap all of your tapped creatures at the end of your step. That's cool. I kind of got the impression it was supposed to be helping with convokiness in this, because I could tap everything to do something and then bring them back out. It still couldn't really attack because it all happens at the end of the step. But still, it's better than having to go an entire turn with your ass to the wind, not being able to defend at all. Not that your defender's that great. Regal Bunnicorn is fantastic because it equals the number of permanents, not just creatures. Which that means when you get a wedding announcement out, that's going to end up being 2 because you get at least 1 dude out on that same turn. So it means he'll jump straight up to a 3 straight off the bat, which is so cool. Valorous Stance, kind of weird, but it works well with this deck, so I appreciate it. All right, so let's count this thing up. Who is the MVP? Who is the most valuable player in this deck? Where did it really come down to? I'm going to say the one that really changes things is Zephyr Singer. The reason why is because you can CONVOKE and you can put flying counters on it. Once you got flying counters on Regal Bunnicorn and Adeline, this deck really takes a turn and starts to go nuts. I kind of felt like I was wasting a turn, but then again, to give all these guys flying is a fantastic step forward. And it comes out at 4. I mean, it doesn't. You can get them out much earlier if you get these guys out. So 2, 3, and then on turn 4, you throw out the Zephyr Singer. You can absolutely do it. It's just, that's only if you can put these guys out when you don't have any mana ramp otherwise. So that's like the best you can do. Otherwise, you might be dorking around some of the little guys or something, and then Zephyr Singer, at which point then they're all flying, but they're not as good as having evasion on those guys. So anyways, I think Zephyr Singer is the card that really gets this deck moving from one to the next. It shifts it from first gear to second gear. That's what I'd like to say about it. The other one that's going to do is Virtue of Loyalty, but that's 5. That's an expensive card. Obviously, it's going to do well. But in this deck, it's also on the very high end of the cost. So we're good to go. Invasion of New Phyrexia, not bad, except for the fact that you save your mana, so you can play this thing for like 5 or 6. So therefore, it's an expensive card. No matter how cheap it looks, it's in the 2 category, this is a 5 or 6 mana card. Otherwise, it's not really worth playing. Man, if you could do 6 points of damage, just throw it out for 2, then break it open, sure. But getting a bunch of 2/2 Knights out with Vigilance is pretty fantastic. I ended up liking Invasion of Segovia quite a bit. I like the fact that it put out trampoly 1/1s that you could potentially pump with other situations. All the other, it was a nice tight deck. I appreciated the aggroness of it. But I think Zephyr Singer was the MVP. He's the guy that really stepped it up. All right, Zephyr Singer, you are going to Disneyland. Congratulations. Was this deck competitive? I got off the Platinum Mythic list. It is supposedly a competitive deck. In my own gameplay, I won 60% of my games. Not quite 2 out of 3, but it still was winning way more than it lost, and I appreciated that in a deck. So yeah, this is a competitive deck. Number 2, was this deck fun? Yes, it was. Why? Because we were able to get things out early. We're playing things on turn 2. We're playing things on turn 3. There's a lot of action going on by turn 4. Could I hold up against people that were getting out fast? Aggro was a problem for this deck, I felt. Because this deck is sort of aggro, but it's not like hyper aggro. And so anything that was going faster could usually go way faster in this deck. We were getting little guys out. It wasn't helping out too much. We didn't have the ability to blow the board. No board wipes in here, which is what we kind of really needed. If anything, I'd take out the counter spells and potentially put in board wipes, because if you can't catch it when it comes out, you're screwed. Board wipes will help you at any particular time, other than the fact they usually cost a minimum of 4, possibly 5 to be able to do. But you can grow back from there. So yeah, that would probably be my recommendation. Probably take out this one because it's a counter spell and put in board wipes instead. All right, so still, but it was a fun deck. It felt fun. It had a very aggro feel to it, so it was great. Lastly, was this deck interesting? Yeah. Why is that? Because it was a weird deck I've never seen before. I mean, I've seen a lot of these cards before, but like I've never seen Invasion of Segovia. Apparently, it's been out for months now. Never seen it. Zephyr Singer? Never seen it before. Absolutely. Invasion of New Phyrexia? Now, this looked completely unfamiliar to me. I mean, I may have seen these cards at some point, but it's been months. Nothing. So it's an interesting cards with interesting thing with cards that are old and yet are underplayed. We got to get the desert, which shoots people in the face. We got to get this card, which I probably wouldn't play with this. It was slow. And sure, you could draw a card, but you got better things to do than destroy a land to draw a card. So I'd get rid of that, put something else instead. Maybe just more regular mana or something. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, the lineup of the cards, the action that it was taking, it was both aggro and swarm and a little tricksy. Altogether, I thought that was a very interesting deck. I'm sorry I went off topic there for a little bit. All right, so let's all that up. Was this deck competitive? Yes. Was it fun? Yes. Was it interesting? Absolutely. So that makes this into an A+ deck, and as I'm required by federal law to say, this deck is so choice that I would highly recommend you pick one up, should you have the means. That is all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, shine on, you crazy diamonds. Later.